So howdy and welcome to this interlude video for Troubleshooter on the Black Show. Reminder, as all of these, this will feature no plot progression, but we use this opportunity to sort out our team, as courtesy of the last mission. Most people have hit level 50, which is a pretty significant jump, as it means we've got access to new ability slots, as well as brand new equipment, which I've had prepared for pretty much everyone waiting to hit level 50. So I figure it makes sense for me just to do a video on all of it. That way we're all covered. And again, if you don't want to watch any of this, don't feel the need to. You can skip ahead to the next video. Alright then, so as you see, everyone is at level 50, except for Bianca. Unfortunately got downed pretty early in the last fight, so she'll have to wait a little bit for the next one, which is unfortunate, but we're going to make it work. But yeah, there's technique points everywhere. There's a lot to do. So, let's get to work. Starting at the top of the road is going to be Albert. So we've been running with this Pulse Blade of Darkness for a while. We picked this up off of Yuan Xiang, I believe it was. We got all this sold off. And it's been pretty good to have him enabled as a Magic Knight user. And I've actually quite enjoyed having him as a Magic Knight. It's been nice to have him kind of a bit diverse as well. We had him as a Great Swordsman for a long old time. However, we did pick up this, the Alligator Blade SS of Supreme, which is a very, very, very good weapon. It does have some downsides to it, admittedly, but tons of critical chance. The speed is mainly the attack power buff as well, which I've been very tempted to put on him. I still don't know if I want to, though. Like, he does gain a lot of benefits from the magic kit. Although we do get the attack power buff, like, we get a lot of ESP. We got a crazy roll on ESP power off the Blade of Darkness. I think we're going to probably retain it for now. But I might change this, like, come the second DLC. I might take it back to Great Swordsman. I think that is going to be the plan here. It would allow me to change his skull ring and stuff like that. I think it'd be good to do. As far as jackets and such, we don't have any level 50 equipment that I've got really prepared. Apart from a couple of things that we've picked up over the course of it, and this involves Crabmit stuff. So, all the level 50 equipment is Crabmit, which is why we haven't been able to make any of it yet. We've got a couple of bits lying around that I've acquired from quests or from, like, results from, like, doing every 5 missions sort of thing. We've got a couple of decent ones here as well. So we've got the Soul Chasers here. Should be noted as well, you'll notice here, that, as standard, these give minus 9% damage. It's pretty good, right? I'd say that's pretty good. If we go to the warehouse here as well, let's go to the workbench. We can actually show off what a lot of this stuff does. So let's go to item crafting. And look at some bits and pieces. So level 50. We got the Mungo stuff at 55. We can't touch any of that yet, but here we are then. So, Crabmit stuff here. So, we've got the Leather Coat, which is the rare one. If your damage exceeds 50% health, you gain regeneration. That's really good. Leather Jacket gives 20% reduction to blunt attacks. The Leather Uniform gives 20% to piercing as well, which is pretty cool. The Boots here. We can obviously look to improve these to stronger types, but these prevent you from being knocked back or pulled or airborne or anything like that. So basically gives massiveness as a bonus ability, which is pretty cool. And further down here, so the leather shoes. So attacking the enemy within a radius of 8 tiles decreases their block. So good for someone like Hygiene, for example. The sneakers, obviously, is the damage reduction. Uniform there as well. And the wrist guard gives minus 10% critical damage, which is pretty good in a way to maybe try and get around the fact of obviously getting like one hit by dudes, which can definitely be a bit of a problem. Unfortunately, as noted, we need Crabmit stuff for all of this, which is a problem, and we don't have very much of that yet. I think I can now start buying some, however, at the marketplace, so we'll probably visit there before this video is out. But until then, we're just going to deal with what we've got here. So Albus, we're probably going to just rock and roll with him with the equipment he's got now. He's up to level 50 now, so he doesn't have any more ability slots. But what's happening now is we're getting to a point where we can start dropping off stuff like Love and Hatred and these sorts of things. We can, like, take that off from him. And we can start putting other things in its place here. I don't think there's anything I'd really want to change with him. Like, he's got a lot of really cool abilities here. And a lot of them we require, obviously, like for the extra slots here, Hysteria there as well. A lot of it is kind of self-funding itself, admittedly. But there's definitely some things I'd like to get on Albus here as well. So, for example, not that, unequipped. So he can definitely make use of some pretty cool stuff here. Obviously, Magic Acceleration, Magic Theory, improving his stuff here. Raging Wind would be nice to obviously trigger slowdown, or, you know, recharging. And obviously, being able to just give him more slots of stuff would be really good as well. That's what I want to start doing with my characters here. Taking off Love and Hatred. Using this to give generally slots elsewhere so that I can make use of my training points and give them to better spots. Can't give him any more basic. He is maxed out at 10. That is the limit now. You're not allowed to go beyond 10, which wasn't the case when we first started doing this series, it should be noted, but that is going to be the plan there. So, a couple more levels required. That's going to be the plan there for a lot of folks. We don't need to change any of his equipment. I'm pretty happy with what he's got here as well. We have got some half-decent equipment dotted around, though, it should be noted. We also have a lot of money. We can kind of buy whatever we want at this point, which is pretty cool. Okay, next up is going to be Scion here. So Scion does have some of the equipment, level 50 equipment gotten around. I've got quite a lot of it dotted. I went and made loads of bracelets and such, and got a pretty decent rollout of things. So we have a brand new Flash Ruler bracelet for him, which is this one here. He loses his ability to get past machines, which is a problem, and I might put him back on that if we go and do like machine-heavy chapters, or I think machine-heavy chapters coming on. But yeah, the Ephrus chapter bracelets increase the amount of HP restored by 30%. But it's only by heal abilities, which I think refers to, like, using cure and stuff. So, obviously great for, say, Anne. But I've got Anne with, like, the big Mud Nagori, which I want to give her eventually. I can't right now, but that is a thing that I have noticed. But still, though, giving plus 30 Vigor instead of plus 10, and Vigor Recovery plus 9 is pretty damn good. So I can't hate it. It's an improvement regardless, so we're going to go ahead and start taking these. And Vigor Recovery plays into a few characters that have abilities with having Vigor Recovery giving other benefits, so it's going to be good regardless. But we've got Flash, we've got Flame, Frost, and we've got Wind as well. That will be going towards Bianca. Anyways, let's give him the Flash Ruler. There we are, very cool. I do need to make some jackets, admittedly. I don't have any. I'll work that out. We've got a couple of bracelets dotted about again. It's all like general level 45 stuff. It's all mainly the weapons that I've got ready for them. And so that's all well and good. And again, a couple of 50 stuff here as well. I don't think Scion needs the damage reduction as much as other people, due to the fact that he does already have Impulse Fields, I think it is. That's the one. So I'm kind of happy to keep him what he's got here. I misclicked. That's annoying. So to his mastery board, he's got a couple points here. So we could take off Love and Hatred. But we've got a couple of slots already for the abilities. So I'm kind of interested to start getting them going. So there's a lot of cool stuff he could get here. So we've got Cool-Headed. Magic Stamp would be kind of nice. ESPs require no action points, but he's already got like a lot of stuff to do with that sort of thing. So it's not really that necessary. We could also start giving stuff as well, so lightning of things, high voltage, electric shock is high voltage. Electric shock is pretty decent, but he hits really hard right now. So I think for the time being, we're just gonna probably start giving him bonuses. What sets does he need? Origin of Magic we can investigate, which is just hit even harder. I don't think he really needs that. Time of Sage will reduce cooldown of Cool-Headed. That's again going into ability. I don't think he really needs either of those. I might just give him some defense improvements, perhaps. What do I want to do with you? That's not what I want. What about mastery sets? Is there any of these that like you're kind of near to finishing that I'd be interested in doing? Maybe? There's right. I don't think you need any of that stuff. Where is Black Mage? Must have gone past it. What about Thunder? Yeah, like, he's got a lot of fun, like, stuff he could do, but not a lot of it. He doesn't really need it. Like, Scion is just pretty well put together, and I just don't need to do a whole lot of it, truthfully. He's pretty ready to rock and roll, so I don't really feel a need to really do much stuff with him. It's just general benefits. We could definitely give him some basics. Give him maybe, like, there's a lot of just decent basics I've put on people. Just generally speaking, you know, muscle training or, you know, regular exercise is pretty good. Even just some basic stuff's pretty decent. So, can we improve that? Razor Face is attack. Rational is support. Right, self-examination, so that's already on, so I can't do that. More support stuff probably isn't a bad thing, though. Sure, let's go ahead and put that on. What do we got that I could give you? That would be awesome, but it's come a bit beyond his price pool. In a piece might not be too bad. No, don't really need it. But here's the thing, you just gotta kind of go around here. Ready to go isn't too bad. Strategic focus. Better hit chance would be good to just like finish off dudes, but it doesn't really play too well with his abilities. He's better just like one hit taking dudes out immediately. Maybe support's not the way to go there. Let's take off rational. We've got enough training manuals, so I can play around with this. I guess just go for more defense then. No, defense isn't a bad thing. Also worth noting that he's got flexibility on giving support. He's got the open mind as well. Yes, all that good stuff here. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything else here. Distortion field's just always solid, just reducing damage taken. Energy conversion would give him lightning SP for when he does take big hits. But that is obviously being limited by impulse fields, so it's not the best, I guess. Magic shield would be really nice for him, but it's a little bit out of his price range right now. Let's go for energy conversion, sure. More specials for Sion. We know how powerful it is. I don't see a reason not to have that on. Let's go ahead and whack that on there as well. Okay, next up is Irene. So, Irene, level 50. I don't think I have a new set of gloves for her. She's about the only person I don't have. We do have a flame bracelet, though, which I was considering putting on her, but the attack power loss is a little bit too significant for me. She also loses a bit of hit chance as well, but it's definitely an option that could be considered. Thing is, though, like, you know, currently, like, she just gets the bonus off the troll gloves, and the troll gloves are pretty good. Like, let's not get this wrong here. Level 45, these are pretty strong, so I don't see any reason to change her. If I do send her back towards martial artist, I'll take her off in the glory form, but Irene's kind of fun. She's got the Storm Ruler ring here, which is kind of funny. But it's a Hellfire ring, but it got Storm buffs, which is kind of funny. But yeah, she's pretty fine. I don't see any need to change Irene's equipment. We can definitely take off Love and Hatred for her, though, so she can start putting on more stuff as she gains a couple more levels. That'd be good. I would love to give her maybe some defense benefits or attack benefits. Like, there's a lot of things we could look to improve her. And we could, in theory, do as well. But it's kind of weird. So, like, magic armor she's got on, which I think is a very important of having this class specifically. I think I should keep that on. So, my magic circuit's interesting. So, this is the one where, depending on the attack she uses, it scales the power ratings of the attack and ESP bonuses to the same. It's really good for someone like Irene. Really, really strong. So I want to keep hold of that as well. So that's probably a plan. This is increasing mastery limits, which... I mean, I technically don't need now because the ability's dropped off, but I will need to then improve that later on. So there's not a lot of point in changing that. It's going to be a pretty minor improvement. But I guess for right now, for a mission or two, sure. Let's go ahead and put on something here. There's a lot of attack things to put on. Clean hit's always nice. Just better hit chance and whatever else. That's never bad. That's probably what I'm going to putting on here. Limit Break gives extra SP, but she's already got plenty of it. Yeah, clean hit's just always solid. And it gives that one step closer towards, like, Fist Fast and Light as well, which is also pretty good, by the way. That would need Clenched Fist, but I don't think you put it on anytime soon. Okay, next is Anne. So Anne does have a big Mud Nagori Bangle coming, but that's level 55, annoyingly. So I was tempted to put on like a new bracelet for her, and obviously her being able to heal for like an extra like 30%, that's not to be snuffed at, but she already heals like a huge amount. I don't think she really needs it. It should be noted though, statistically though, she'd definitely benefit for it. There's no question that's not the case. But I've got to tie it in with the Mud Main Charm, just giving it extra health and vigor though. I don't know, I might make her a new bangle. It's done alright, you know, and having that, like, the Big Mud Bangle is not bad. Should we note as well, the Big Nagori Bangle, I believe that pairs, yeah, Reinforced, and that's Refined. I don't know if that works with the Reinforced Mud Charm, or if I might need to put it on. Until I put it on, I honestly don't really know, so we'll have to see. We'll test that as we go. We have got a little level 50 equipment for Coating. We've got one, oh, wait, this is a flashlight. I thought this was Crabmits. No, there is a level 51 here, but we're not going to be putting that on. I don't want to mess about that. That should be fine. Bracelet is fine. And then boots-wise, we have got a level 50 boot. The Mist Soldier one here. Now, the level 45 stuff currently we have does not give any benefits. This will give some extra health. Lowers hit chance, which doesn't really matter. Loss of speed's not great. Having Anne like down at 68 is not ideal. It gives her plenty of defense and loads of resistances. That's probably a good thing for Anne to have. Like, Anne being our healer is really important. I would say losing the speed isn't ideal, though. But I think it's worth it. So we'll have to just bear that in mind. So let's go and whack those on for her there. Cool. As for your mastery board, same for you. Yeah, Love and Hatred. She needs to lose a bit more points so I can go ahead and do that. She's got Suspicion on as well for support. Yeah, because I needed loads of support stuff, I think. So I wanted Prosperity on. Prosperity is going to be important to have now. It's going to help her get around the fact that she's down a bit on time. So we'll maintain that she is. Alright, next up is going to be Haijing, who somehow is still not on the pay grade. I don't know how he's not being paid for at this point. It's kind of bizarre. Anyways, level 50, he does indeed have some new equipment coming his way. And that I have already made. The demand is EMPE. So, the current one gives him a piercing against machines and armed targets. This one here, so for every 4 uses of shooting attack abilities, cooldown of piercing shooting attacks decreases by 1. It's pretty nice, although we've got him pretty well set up anyways, so it's not a big deal for him. He does lose a bit of vigor, which isn't great. He loses a little bit of speed, which isn't ideal either, but the crit damage is pretty good here, and is just going to be improved. So I'm going to go ahead and whack that on for him. I might need to change the current, though. That obviously ties in really nice to the jacket, so I'll address that. That should be fine. As for these, do we have any level 50s? We do have a couple of level 50s. We've got the Indigo Crabmit Guard here. That's a lot of health. There's more vigor loss, though, and that's a bit worrying. It's been nice to have, like, for a while, Haijing's vigor was a problem. It kind of limited his abilities, so I don't want to, like, absolutely tank that. But obviously having him extra health is pretty good as well, so it's kind of a bit of it's a bit of give and take. I think I'll probably keep him on the side for now. I can play around with armor a little bit more on my own time. I don't want to spend forever on this video, so you know, I'm kind of bearing that in mind. Yeah, we'll stay with what we got. Looks fine with me. Mastery board. So he already has taken off Love and Hatred, so he can start going ahead and working on bits and pieces here. There's a couple of things I would like to get hold of. Tactical Sense would give tactical training, which would increase his block and improve his will to survive and such. Basic survival training is just general armor, which would need patience. How many slots has he got here? 6, 7, 8, 9. So in theory, That's already including basic, but we can definitely work on basic tactical training. We've had this on him before, and the extra health and vigor would be good, especially if he's losing some of that. And tactical sense, yeah, just giving him loads of block means that he can be a lot more aggressive. So I like the sound of that. Bracing Face also wouldn't be the worst to give him more attack abilities. There's a few things he could put on, you know, which would be pretty cool. Extreme Will is pretty cool, by the way, here. Doubles the effect of Spirit SP, which for, remember, for people like him, basically increases his hit chances. So doubles that effect, which is pretty cool. And obviously he's got lots of stuff he can put on. Sharp Spirit here, Overwhelming. I have got some interest in maybe trying to make Hygiene more of a Spirit build. I've been considering looking into doing that, but I haven't quite got around to it yet. Maybe with 1 or 2 more levels in hand, I might consider doing that, but we'll see how we go. They can be pretty expensive, and they don't synergize that great with a lot of other stuff from what I could tell. So there are some potential issues. Anyways, we're gonna need some more Sophistry's defense, rational support. So we'll go ahead and whack that on with the intentions of getting on tactical sense with his next level up. So we'll go ahead and let's do that. Okay, next up is Ray, level 50. We have indeed some new spray canisters for her. I made a couple because I wasn't entirely sure what one to get here. We've got these UHD 40Ss. And she got 2 really, really cool ones. So we've got the Savior Spray, which has got obviously health, some vigor and stuff like that. We've got the Stranger Spray here, which is giving movement distance, which obviously is a really cool thing for Ray. Also gives block and dodge chance, which is definitely something to be good. So worth noting here that you notice the difference. Cast delays decrease what we had. These are both ice spray, so they will create freezing upon the enemy, so they can try and frostbite, which would be pretty damn awesome. You could go both ways on this. This gives obviously a bit of extra health. And this gives a bit of extra move distance. This lowers my hit chance a touch. Both of them technically are magic varianted, you'll notice, so we'll need to change up her abilities a little. Because obviously at the moment they're focusing on attack power, so this is going to require a little bit of a change, but I think the Stranger Ice Spray looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to go ahead and whack that on. Look at them. They look awesome. Do we have anything particular change of you? How does this look on you? Equipment-wise, you don't need to worry about vigor too much. I might put that on you. I might put that on you. There's a bit of block, but I think you can live with like her vigor is not a big deal. We can like get over that in a variety of ways. Remember, when she trances, like nothing costs vigor anyway, so we can kind of tank that stat a bit here. I think we actually put this on. Yeah, let's put it on. Looks good to me. And what about boots? Do have technically some level 50 boots here. I don't know if anything here would be better. That's... don't want to impede any of that stuff. That's health and hit chance for... Why do you not have these on? I don't know. Have them. That is just an improvement for you. Okay, so let's go. Hold on a sec. Let's do with your equipment. Let's do with your abilities first. We ought to probably consider changing them. So we've got the power kick on, which isn't worth having on now, truthfully. But then you got like obviously like the healing mist. The healing mist is pretty useful, to be fair. And with the ESP power, that is going to be buffy. So let's put the healing mist back on. Ice, spray shooting, and obviously trance is 100% staying on. Healing spray, I just like to keep on. Partially because vigor recovery spray is alright, but I've got ways of recovering that now. Awakening to just overcharge a target of your choice is also pretty cool. But healing spray, just recovering all HP in one is just, it's a really nice thing to have in the back pocket, even if I don't use it a ton. So let's go ahead and stick with that. And not misclick. Off to the mastery board then. So she's already gotten rid of her love and hatred as well, which is awesome. So we've got some options of what we want to do. She's got distortion field on for a while. So we've got some choices. Ability-wise, she has got some stuff she can put on. Potent Potions. Gives extra healing usage and doubles its effectiveness. So you think that she could heal with those big heals for like 2,400, which is huge. Skill support she doesn't really need though. So what do we want to do with you? There is an argument that says I put on Potent Potions and that gives you the overcharge spray. It's not unreasonable, actually. We've only got 4 mastery sets. There's a lot you're nearby to. Dominal Wheel will give you Argonaut. More SP, more overcharge duration. That plays pretty nicely into things there. Escape Death, I still really want, but we need some ability that we just don't know about, which is kind of annoying. Break for the Dead Angle would give you better hit chance. With delayed throwing, which would need support, which I could look to do. Positioning needs blind spot. I'm not worried about that. Shikuchi's obviously just solid, but like your movement distance and speed's already pretty strong, so I don't really see a need to run into that either. But +2 move distance and +10 speed is pretty good. Basic's already improved here, so I could go down the support route. Kind of a tough call. It's kind of a tough call, especially for Ray. Like, you know, this whole alchemist thing that she's got it's been really cool, and I've really enjoyed it. I don't really mess about with it very much, so... The other question I've got to bear in mind is if I put Potent Potions on, like, where are my training points going? I know where they're going. We're putting on Potent Potions. We're going to take Distortion Field off. And we're going to put on Impulse Fields. This looks pretty nice. Impulse Fields. Oh, it's a free coster. Shoot. Okay, well that's something you can look to put on soon. And we will look to put on soon. Modified Potion? Huh. I forgot about this one. If you use a potion with possible side effects, it always takes place. Yeah, some potions have potential side effects. So you can, like, concentration and occasionally gives, like, an extra side effect. So you can make that guaranteed. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, I'd need educational book, though, which... I tell you what, it's not bad. It's not a bad ability either, but I just don't have the slots for it. Do we have... Is there a defense to... There's property limits. That's the training points one. Yeah, damn. Okay. That could be pretty good. Enough Rest is really strong. Like, it's a really, really good ability. And maybe putting that on would be good. Bear in mind, of course, Ray and Giselle are about to do their own thing, so I've got to kind of put this in mind here. Impulse Fields would be really good. I'm not going to lie. But it also feels bad taking that off as well. Like, she's got a lot of really cool stuff. Body Training, I'm not dropping. There's no way. That's giving her, like, 500 health at this point. I can't possibly do that. Impulse Fields is what I want for her, but she's going to have to gain another level before she can, so... Yes. That with Trancing? Oh, that with Trancing. Juicy. Juicy stuff. Alright then, I like it a lot. So, that being the case, we are going to... Not change your class. Change your ability. So Healing Spray is going to come off, and we will put on the Awakening Spray for overcharging. Because her healing potions heal for 2,400. And I get 3 hits of it as well. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. I'm happy with that change. I'm just to see how that plays out in a more wider field. But I think that should be pretty good still, regardless. I'm happy with that. Yeah, you can see it there. 2,400 off a healing potion. That is wild. Okay, speaking of, actually, Giselle is next here. So, we've got the Limitless Dynamas, which we picked up here from Jeff. I could make a level 50 version of a rifle, but this one's giving so many cool improvements. Vigor, duration, hit chance. If it's evening and such, she gets better hit chance as well. Like, it's just a really cool weapon. So I don't see a need to really change that particularly. The one she's got here as well is also pretty good, giving lots of health and speed again. Speed obviously is a big problem for Giselle because she's not great at it, and you lose 10 off the rifle, so you do have to improve that elsewhere. Especially you think, like, with Giselle and Ray combined, like, Ray is much, much quicker, so that's going to be interesting how that plays out here. We do have... I wouldn't put that on. So if I can try and find ways of improving that, that would not be a bad idea. Like with the Dark Guide here gives, like, loads of move distance, which is something else she also is not great at. So I'm kind of reluctant to change a lot of that stuff, truthfully. Now, if we go to the Mastery board, she also has taken off Love and Hatred, and has Brazen Face on for more attacks. She's got lots of slots to work with, and I do want to improve, like, stuff like this as well. So there's a lot of stuff to play around with here, which is going to be good. What do you got ability-wise? Potential fun stuff. Interchangeability is not too bad. You know, and stuff like that. But we want to put attack stuff on, preferably. The problem is the attack is maxed. Right, that's it. The slot's there, and that slot's there, but this is actually maxed out. I can't actually put anything else on here. I seem to recall this happening now. I could use Lottery to address that and give me an attack and support slot. But I'd be more interested in actually, like, putting on stuff like self-examination and improving stuff here. Can I make that? I'd need Guilty Conscience, which I can definitely do. Let's go ahead and whack that on. It's definitely getting a bit of a trouble. Well, not problematic, but, like, obviously working out how I'm gonna retool people late in the game. It's starting to get a little tricky, but we're kind of working it. She's got one set she could get here, one headshot at a time, with 1x1, which is also pretty potentially really strong. And they could do a ton of damage, but that is a support thing. The problem is it's support 2. The other alternative is we basically, there is another option here actually, which is we go for Lottery, and then on attack, when we get our next level, we use Speak Up and use that to get hold of 1x1. You know, it's probably a good idea. Yeah, seems like a responsible thing to do, doesn't it? Alright, we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, next up is Kylie. So level 50, I have indeed made a load of new equipment for Kylie. The problem is, I don't know which one to take, and I am yet to decide. So, we do have just the sick versions of the standard stuff here. So we've got, and we bought some good ones as well. We're currently running V5, which is the magic variant here, I think. Is it the magic variant? No, it's not. It's the physical variant. So we've got the V6 of Peak here, which gives plus 40 SP, which is pretty cool, but, you know, improving SP for Kylie's not the best. She does struggle with improving that a little bit sometimes. Still, though, 40 SP, even the ESP power is good. I do lose some overcharge duration, but that's not a big deal for her, because, like, I generally put on Administrator very, very quickly, so it's still pretty strong. So we're going to just put that on as just a straight upgrade for the moment. Here's the new designs, by the way. Look at them. They're wild. But we also have the M6, which is Emperor, which gives health, speed, and move distance. And obviously giving the assist protocols instead. We do lose a lot of hit chance, though. Bear in mind, this current we've got here is hit chance plus 23%, which is enormous. So I think I probably would have the V6 over the M6. I'll show off the design of this, though. Same thing, but like spherical, which is pretty cool. But then we get to the interesting stuff, which is her Master Craftsman. This is one of her sets she can get sold, which is also level 50. So you'll notice, pure stats-wise, it's just inferior. 300 ESP, plenty of attack power, though. Like, its attack power is very significant. It hits really hard. Hit chance is, like, just generally, like, okay, I guess. So if we compare this to the V6, which is the one I would rather have here, and we compare it to this, you know, like, there's some pros, there's some cons here. The thing that's noted, though, is that it increases all usage of protocols by 1, which is really significant. Also, making this thing is so goddamn expensive, you don't even know. This costs so much money and resources to make here. Look at these things. They are crazy. But, being that it's a set thing, there is a set indeed that we can look to put into. The Master Machine Craftsman set. So, if we can get 2 of them, we get speed and move distance. And when the turn ends with the use of Summon Machine, you recover an action point. Set free, giving 10% chance and block. Every time a summoned or robot starts a turn, she gets less time. And even like range attack damage at 5. I don't know if I go that strongly here, but I'm very interested in picking up this. Then what we want to do is get hold of the applicable equipment for her, which I don't currently have. What is it we need? The Craftsman's Aid Kit. Let's go have a look at it. Workbench. I'm crafting tools. Here's all the refined stuff. Yeah, this is the max it is, so I'm pretty sure the... Oh, you need refined charms for... Okay, interesting. Anyways, that's not what we're looking for. So here we are then. The Master Machine... There's loads of new stuff we can get hold of now as well. The Master Machine Craftsman Aid Kit. So this gives plus 8% hit chance and plus 2 assist protocols, which is pretty good in itself here. Obviously, is pairing into this. Now, the problem is we need a giant shell. And we haven't been able to make any until now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this on here. And this is going to be probably Kylie's equipment for pretty much the rest of the game, I strongly suspect. And it's going to be good. Yeah, there's lots of little extra bits and pieces dotted around here. I need to have a little try with that. So let's go to Kylie. Let's not do that. And let's put on... She had the sturdy headgear, which is making her immune to stuns, which is actually not that bad. Also immune to headshots as well. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and whack this on here. So 8% hit chance. And there it is. Plus 15 speed and plus 1 move distance. Makes Kylie very, very mobile and very effective here as well. And you can see here, look at all the protocols. 6 support, 6 move, 7 hacks. Absolutely wild stuff here as well. Like and bear in mind as well, you think back to Kylie, she's got several abilities on, I think it's this one, where she gets bonuses depending on how many things she got. Or is that the other one? Oh, that might be the other one I'm thinking of here. No, here we are. So when attacking, adversary's dodge chance decreased by 1% per 1 of number of uses for all available protocols. And block here. So parallel process gets massively improved by having tons of protocols, which we now do. So that is going to be absolutely huge for her. And is going to be, yeah, very, very significant here. Now, I have had her on the hacker class. I have been tempted to go back to engineer, because we're not really doing any actual hacking at the moment. And it might be that this is better for her. I do lose a support slot for the thing, though. So I'd have to drop a support here, but I think I might do it. We're just not finding anything to hack at the moment. It's kind of a bit of a waste of abilities, so... guess I can drop homogeneity. Let's go ahead and drop that. And let's go change her back. I mean, this is slightly better for her. But she loses access to all the hacker abilities, though. Do you have a you have an engineer set, right? Or a mechanic board. You do, but it needs a little bit of tweaking. Let's go have a look at it. What the hell? I'm here. Let's go have a look at it. Kylie can definitely flip between the two, so I think this is reasonable. What do you got going on here? I see. Okay, so yeah, definitely some things that could do some changing. So this gives lots of stuff here. So yeah, so upon fighting enemies, ignoring the armor and resistance. And basically the idea of the mechanic is it greatly improves the ability of your drones, which are kind of falling behind a little bit. It should be noted here. So improving them would be kind of neat. But I can't really remember how to do this stuff, though, is the problem. You got anything that really improves having loads of things, though? That doesn't. That doesn't. Save attack is pretty cool. Lets her attack twice if she wants to. Extra protocol. Number increases the number of your abilities by 2. Oh my god. How many abilities are you about to have? It's almost too much, though. Like, I'm never going to use half of that. And if she's not getting a bonus from any of it, maybe it's just not worth it. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. And with a... So the interesting thing to note as well is I might actually take off Administrator Protocol as well. Let me put Hacker back on for the moment here. The benefit of Administrator is the fact you can use, obviously, all protocols, and the fact that you don't have to use, like, spend anything. I might take that off and put on Reinforced Attack. But the problem is that Administrator is actually being buffed right now by... what's improving it? Something's improving it. Is it one of our sets? Refactoring? No. Oh, that's really strong. There's something she's got which is giving her improved... Administrator Protocol. Increase the duration of Administrator Authority by 2. Information Domination. Which, you know... This is all stuff that I should probably have on. We start, Observation Fragment. We still don't know what that is. It's kind of annoying. I think I know what it is, though. I just haven't done... I think this is the one... I think I need to, like, use up all my masteries, and I think I get that. I just haven't done it in a fight, and I've not been too worried about it. So, I could do that. The problem is Information Domination is being buffed right now, so dropping that feels a little silly. I think we can work around it. Alright, then. Let's go ahead and put back on... whatever it was you had. I give you a morale boost. Oh, that's if you put a target out of action, which you don't do a lot. Yeah, she had on... what was it? Something. One where she was getting boosted. I can't recall now. I might put Pouring Spirit back on and maybe just look to go really heavy attack. That's an option. Homogeneity, that's all. If an ally in your line of sight puts an adversary on action, you gain chance with. The problem is she also doesn't really need it now because she's got a freaking 100 speed. She don't need any speed boosts, so I guess I can actually not even worry about having that on either. We can really go in on doing some other stuff here. What am I doing with this? Love and Hatred's still currently on here. We've got slots to put on right now, so I'm happy to keep that on just for the moment. Anything else I want to put on here? Extra attack, maybe? I think an extra attack can't be a bad thing. Got the unlock here as well. You can interact with objects that need its key without the key. Disarming traps and such. It's a thing that we've had, but I haven't really... We can disarm traps. I think we have to know they're there without, like, setting them off, and... I don't know how that would work exactly. Let's not worry about it too much. Anyways, so we don't need to put that on, so let's put on something else here. Let's go for, I think Pouring Spirit's good. We want to get up, but it's using the attack ability, though. And that thing is, does that count using our, I don't know if that counts using, like, attack protocols. It probably does. I'm just being silly. I guess I'll put it on right now. I'll do a little bit of testing for that. And we've got a couple of slots for attack here. That's something else I want to put on. Ooh, Extreme Will for you would be good for, like, loads of hit chance. Your hit chance is already pretty good. So you probably don't need that. Overwhelming Spirits. That's not going to be useful for you. Sharp Spirit, if you attack a target, target's block decreases by 0.2% per Spirit SP. That could be pretty good for actually, like, hitting with... if I'm going to go down this attack route, I think Sharp Spirit might actually be pretty strong. That'd be good to pair up with the... obviously, because when you overcharge, you still have all the extra stuff going on. So let's go ahead and whack that on there. And we are going to make this change, and we're going to take off Administrator. I don't know if this is the right move or not, but it's the one I'm going to opt to take. Yeah, we can spend all that. It's fine. I got loads of them. It's also nice to get a couple of the Spirit SPs on as well. Like, it's something I wanted to make use of. There are some really cool abilities, but they are a bit difficult to put on from time to time. So we'll go whack that on. We'll then look to take off Love and Hatred soon. And yeah, I guess we're going to take off Administrator. And we're going to put on Reinforced Attack. Which is basically this, but like double and even more powerful sort of thing. It's got a cooldown of 3, which is a bit, but caster rate of only 8. Because of all the buffs. I have basically no caster rate on any of the stuff I do. It's absolutely just cooked. Alright then, anything else to mess around with you? I don't think so. We're going to see how you go, and hopefully it goes pretty nicely. Alright then, last 3 to do. So, last up is going to be Letten Alley. So, Letten, indeed, as I've mentioned, does have a level 50 bracelet coming in. And that is here, the Frost Rule Abrasive. We rolled really well for this. Look at this, just an improvement everywhere. I do lose the ice attack hit chance goes down by 0.2%. It doesn't matter. It's just a straight upgrade. So that is going. We rolled really nicely for that. Very strong piece of thing. He's still got his Guardian Performance hoodie. It is only level 20. It's not offering him a lot of armor, admittedly, but the buffs it gives him otherwise are exceptional. You know, 10% block, 20% dodge, 10 vigor, 10 speed, move distance. Like, it's not giving him a ton of protection, but he doesn't really need it, to be honest. And yeah, it's just really strong. I don't know if I ever want to take that off of him. Like, it's that good. I might have it from the rest of the game. He's running the Gold Molar Charm here, by the way. So if he's taken on enemies that are physically debuffed, he gets a reduction of their block, which is good because he can do a lot of that sort of thing himself, so that's pretty sweet. Let's go to his Mastery board here. So I've already lost his Love and Hatred, but it's a bit tricky for Letten here with like trying to work stuff out. I think I had Blunt Resistance. I had nothing else to do with this slot here. So we can take that off and put on something better here. I really want to put on this Frosty Fortress stuff here. Changing Iron Wall to Frost Armor. which would be really strong, giving armor and resistance buffs to like people around him, I believe. Yeah, the Frost Armor Aura. Unfortunately, I don't know what this is, and it's kind of annoying. So what are you going to do? But yeah, it's really hard to like put a lot more stuff onto Let, and he's kind of like pretty well built, but there's like nothing really I'd ever want to take off him. All this stuff is pretty decent, so I'm just going to kind of stick with what we've got here at this point. Probably put like Distortion. We can put a more interesting stuff for him, maybe like Frost Wind or bits and pieces. Neutralizing enemy force, I would very much like to have him. To increase his block from like melee stuff. That'd be really good for him, but he doesn't have it right now. So I think for the time being, we're just going to go ahead and whack on... Oh, he's the only one left. I kind of tend to... Do I not have that on Irene? If I make her a martial artist, she'll probably get that back on, because she'll just go in and just, you know, have wars like she does. But Distortion Field will put on right now. Okay, next up is gonna be Bianca LeBlanc. So, as noted, we do indeed have a new one for her as well. So really nice, giving the +9 vigor recovery. She has an ability which improves that, I believe. She gets benefits from that. I forget what it is exactly. Which one is it? She gets some kind of bonus. I forget what it is exactly. Or did I take that off you? I think it's on a Black Mage one, perhaps. But I know there was a ability around where, like, I think Albus actually has it, where, like, you get a buff depending on your vigor recovery. It adds to, like, your magic or something. I don't quite recall. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and put this on here. It's just an improvement. The Storm Destroyer one. Lose a touch bit critical hit chance. It's fine. Okay, we do lose a little bit of attack chance, though. We did get an 8% benefit for that, so that is down a little, but it's still fairly solid. Well, I can't particularly complain about that. Right, you can't put it on yet. You're not level 50. Stupid. And you are, man. My bad. Right, yeah, she went down, didn't she? Of course, so that's a thing. She does not have Love and Hatred on. She does have Learning on, though, which is nice to have on her, and I kind of want to keep that on her for a little while longer. But I do have slots in Basics, so we should probably just go ahead and improve this with stuff. There's a lot of things you can just whack on here. Magic Penetration, we can get off with Acceleration, but she doesn't really need it, but obviously, like, Ignoring Resistance is, you know, pretty damn good here, so we can put on some bits and pieces for her. What do I want to whack on? Critical damage doesn't really need. Just better hit chance isn't bad. Muscle training, well, muscle training is kind of weird. Like, if she doesn't really need it, but if we go to, like, her abilities here, she has some things that actually... like, Wind Whip does affected by attack power a little bit, so... And there are other things I could have put on, like, Twister Kick and such, but I definitely don't have those on right now. Oh, you get 2 hits of Wind Chain now? Okay. This is magic. Yeah, Twister Arrow is affected by attack power. It might be an argument to maybe put it on, but it seems kind of bizarre why I'd want to put that on, though. She probably doesn't need it. What do I want to put on you, then? That's tempting. Run you don't need. You don't need Spirit Binding. You got enough power as it is. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. Let's go ahead and put Patience on. It's going to give her, like, plus 80 odd armor and resistance. I think that's going to be decent for her. Let's go ahead and whack that on. Especially after that massive hit she took. Probably an idea. I kind of want to... You have strict refusal. Huh. I need to give you impulse fields. Is there a way I can do this? Farsus. so the thing is, they improved it to like a free cost. Impossible, I think, used to be 2. We don't need Fast, although it is also pretty good because you can just use abilities like pretty aggressively, but you really don't really need it. Anything else like you could perhaps want on? Soul draining, don't really need. What's it so far is not bad for you actually, but again, it's just more damage deal, which you don't really need. Strong wind gives you. Don't really need. Wind blades, just extra damage. Wind hammer would let you push dudes back a bit. Wind blade's probably just good for you to have though. Let's get him wrap that on. So yeah, I think what we want to do with you then is look to later on get strict refusal off and put on things. Let's take off. Oh, you have no extra points here. Okay. I was about to put on like the improvement from learning, but we don't actually have any stuff for it. So, all right then. The same for us to do in the future, but I want to get impulse fields on Bianca. It'll be definitely really strong for her, and we'll work on that as we go. All right then, which means that leaves Elisa. Okay, so I do have a level 50 sword thrower, and again I got 2 of them, and I don't know which one's better. We've got the assassin blade. Which both of these are going to unfortunately reduce. This is going to reduce her movability a little bit, which is not ideal, obviously. But decent hitting. All of her blades give her 50% cast delay reduction to attacking, which is awesome. But then we've got the limitless one, and this one doesn't hit quite as hard. Let's go put this on first. So this one, the limitless one here, is just better. +1 overcharge duration for someone like Elisa. Oh yeah, have yourself a piece of that, my dear. What I might actually do for Elisa as well. So she's got Spirit Never Gives Up, which is obviously pretty good in giving her extra SP. This is giving her. She's at 150, right? Is there an argument that says instead of this, we put on the one we've got for Ray? So she's overcharged, she just takes like half damage. Problem is, I would really want to be able to actually give her improvements on that's what I'm looking for here. I'd want to like give her stuff that gives her more overcharge. So it's more than just one action, sorry. Support. So, maybe not for you out. I do need to get Love and Hatred off her as well, so we'll get that over the course of time. We'll make it work. But for the time being, like, I'm pretty happy with her. Like, she's looking pretty decent. Undefeated is something I could, I guess, put on with lightning reflexes. I mean, to be honest, like, attack time reductions with all the counter attacks and stuff, that might be good for Stallman. The other argument as well is how quickly is Elisa going to get up to overcharging this? It's going to take a while. You know what? I think actually I'm going to do it. Let's go put on lightning reflexes, I guess, then. Just for the, just for undefeated. You've also got Master of Weapons with Weapon Break, which would be pretty good. Yeah, Weaponry Expert means that you ignore speed decreases with the weaponry. That's pretty significant. It's basically that's up to +10 speed. Forcing is also a thing you can also look to do as well, but I'm not too worried about that. Let's go ahead and put on lightning reflexes on you then. Which is obviously just pretty solid anyways. And that gives undefeated. So, lightning reflexes increases SP, which will get her overdriving soon, which is going to be decent for her. And yeah, reduction of action time if Forestallment or counterattack does the job. Bear in mind, she gets a lot of counters because of neutralizing. Not only is she neutralizing theirs, but then she gets to counterattack them back, which is awesome. Okay, then. That looks pretty good to me. I'm happy with that. We'll obviously work on that as and where we go. It's going to take a few levels. super duper stuff. She's still got this Soul Chaser uniform here. It's only level 35. It's not offering the most armor in the world, but what it's offering is lots of cool like abilities here. The Vigor. Elisa's Vigor is a problem. But yeah, 50% hit chance, crit chance, just a really good piece of equipment here. And the health as well is decent as well. I would be interested in like giving her something better, but I just haven't really found it yet, so that's right. Why are you running level 40 boots? Oh, it's because of the speed, probably. And the fact it's giving you some health. Yeah. I'll have to find something better for you. We'll get that idea. Give me some time. We got some stuff to make, you know. We'll make it work. Okay then, let us quickly head to Shooter Street. Alright then, well this was meant to be a short video, but no. Also, by the way, holy Christ, look at this freaking sword, man. My god, that is a big boy right there. Holy damn. Alright, and just kind of curious to see like the map and such. Is there any requests or anything to be done? No, there is not. Okay, that's fine. So why did I come to Shooter Streets? A couple of reasons. Right, first things first, I wanted to just go ahead and research. So yeah, so as I've noted early in this video, we are loaded on money. We don't need money really. Firstly, oh, I've got nothing to identify. It was all that stuff, right? But yeah, I've got loads of equipment. So anything we want to make or buy, we can just basically make or buy at this point. So I think what I was gonna do was I was gonna look at making some equipment here. Item crafting, because I was gonna look to make some stuff and then maybe like buy stuff. So we've got like the yeah, Crabmit stuff here. So yeah, Crabmit levers. Now that we've got those, we can make a load of stuff here. There's a load of stuff that I could look to make here. I'm not going to do so right now. I don't really feel the need. I'd rather do. I want to do one more video before I end this series, before I end this session. So. But just to show you that definitely there's stuff that we could make, and yeah, if I want to just go ahead and buy stuff, I can just go to like, you know, I can go to Owl and say, hey, I would like an absolute ton of certain things. And we're like, yeah, sure. You want some magenta black iron fibers? I would like 25 of those. And he's like, okay, it's 20 grand. It's okay. I'm freaking loaded. It's a good place to be. So I'll play around with that probably further on down the line, but it'll be fine. Anyways, that's gonna be all for this interlude video. It's a little bit longer than I was planning, but it's totally fine. So when we carry on next time, I guess we're gonna see what Giselle and Ray's mission's up to. She has a special request of someone or something. We know she's been after something for a while. It's kind of why she joined with the company in the first place. So we'll see how that proves. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you then.